Hey everybody, how y'all doing? At first, before I begin, I want to apologize. If you hear a giant noise in the background, please forgive me. Apparently, one of my one of the people that's like working in my house is doing something inside next to a place that used to be the kitchen before. But yeah, apparently he's fixing things up. Now, this episode, all right. Besides all that, let's get this started on the recap, review, and shocking factors of Shokugeki no Soma episode 19. Now this episode right here, I gotta say, pretty cool and pretty fantastic or pretty out of shape, when I'm looking at it. Pretty exciting in other cases. When I looked at this episode, I thought things were starting to get a little tensed up, but it gets tensed up later. Okay, at the beginning we have to it that people are chosen to become part of the premillenniums or autumn elections. But not before there's a little argument between Erina and then the ninth seat of the Totsuki Elite 10, along with the seventh seat. And it seems like Erina opposes the fact of Yukihiro Soma to become part of the Elite 10, become part of the autumn elections, which is something that could be very, very important, possibly. Maybe the fact that she doesn't like the fact that she got her butt handed to her against Soma, that's for sure. That's one thing I'm going to say right there, if you remember correctly. So, we also get a few people, brand new people, of who's part of the elections, which is pretty cool. And I actually had some enjoyment here and there. And of course, we get to know from Nakiri Alice that, in order to, those who actually pass the prelim rounds or pass the tournament or something, gets to be part of the Elite 10, And that's when things got a little hectic here and there. And I'm thinking in my mind, dang, you gotta be kidding me, I was kind of concerned about that. And this is where a lot of my friends tell me this is where the craziness goes, and you're gonna get out of, and you're really gonna lose it. So, a couple new characters is involved here and there, which I really have it here. Sorry if I don't have on the script or anything, because it's hecka hard to even write everything down, especially when you're trying to get things up quick and hurrying, So if anything else, let's go. These brand new people, there's this girl called Hojo Miyoko, which is in Group B. Of course, we are Todoko and Megumi. She's in Group B as well. And then, of course, Nakiri Alice is in Group B. And then Sasaki Ryoko, which is from the Polestar Dormitory, made it to Group A. Yoshino Yuki, Group B. Ibusaki Shun, Group A. And Takumi Aldini, Group B. And his brother Isami Aldini, Group B. And Mito Ikumi, Group A, And this other girl, which seems like she has a big nag or big factor into Nakiri Erina, which is Sadatsuka Nao, which is part of Group B. And of course, Erina's best friend, Aratos Hisako, Group B. And this person, Maruri Zenji, Group A. And of course, Nakiri Alex's assistant, Kurokiba, yo, Group A, and so forth, Those people are introduced to knowing that they made it to the autumn elections, including Yukihiro Soma, along with this other new person, which I will reveal later, And according to here, Yukihiro Soma seems to be really hyped up and excited for the elections to come. But he also gets a reminder from his father, hey, I want you to go to this person right here. I used to look after her, and I'm pretty sure she'll look after you. And pretty much, it's Shiomi Jun. When they first introduced to each other, they had a little small talk here and there and so forth, which is just pretty funny. But that was between Megumi and Shiomi, which is shown later, She's an instructor. But apparently she punched Soma in the face because she hated Yukihiro Soma's father because she was scarred and injured for life from the mentality of the disgusting dishes he forced to feed her, And later on we get to be introduced a new character, which is also one of the people that made it to the autumn elections, which is I think he goes by the name of Hayama Akira, which is in Group A, which is the same group as Yukihiro Soma. And this right here after showing what he can do with the spices and so forth, and the girl and the scientist to make the research, and we have Hayama Akira as her assistant to make the food, you know? And that's when, like, and the topic of the elections for them is curry, which is pretty scary because Soma says he'd never made curry before. He's jealous of the fact that Hayama Akira makes it better, you know? And pretty much Soma says he's looking forward to beating his butt in terms of curry, you know? However, Hayama tells him off saying, I like the fact, I like your skills here and there, you know? But my nose is very special. So if I were you, you won't even beat me. You don't even have a snowball's chance of beating me. So pretty much, he's telling Soma, you got no shot, man. I suggest you back down. I'm taking the top of the Totsuki, okay? And I'm thinking in my mind, oh boy, now we gotten ourselves hurricane in terms of what's going on here, you know? So overall, I gotta say, like, that was a really tensed up episode, you know? So we have to it that we get introduced with a bunch of new characters in this episode, which is pretty cool. I look forward to what they can do, you know? Especially with the autumn elections, which is probably gonna finish the rest of the episodes off like that, you know? Possibly. I don't know. But I'm really excited to see what it could bring. And I am really excited for it. So overall, I gotta say, like, pretty tense, pretty cool episode, you know? I actually had a lot of fun, like, watching this episode, seeing that Soma and the others are like gonna be participating in the autumn elections possibly here and there. So yeah, as I said, please forgive me for the noise in the background because apparently the guy's working on something in my house right now. So if you hear that background noise, please forgive me. If you can't hear me correctly, I'm very sorry. If you want me to redo a different video or something, I'll redo a different video. But apparently, you're just gonna have to keep up with me. Hopefully, you can hear me correctly because if you guys notice, my voice is coming out better because I have a new mic or something, you know. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So can't wait for next week's episode. I'm pretty excited. Soma has a new freaking rival ready to decimate him, saying that I'm taking the top of a Totsuki, okay, and you don't have a shot. And when it comes to curry, Hayama Akira, I think that's the guy's name, is the #1 freaking expert of what's going on here. That's for sure, okay? So until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll catch you up maybe later tonight or maybe sooner or later, right? Doo-doo-doo!